Hi, welcome to AFTV. I have lead judges with me. We've just lost 2-0 to newly promoted Brentford. Lee, I want to let you take the mic. Just give me your thoughts on the game. What went wrong and how are you feeling? Because I've heard you kicking off stream.
Look, listen, this is why I wasn't looking forward to the season. This is why I said last week, I see all the problems last week and the week before, but people would turn around and go, it's only pre-season, don't lose it. I see what was going on. You know, what I see today was, I'm going to say this now, people are trying to make excuses for Mikel Arteta and everything there and whatever. I blame the owners, yes I do.
Yep.
Right? I blame them for not sacking him. Right? Because I'll tell you why, what I've seen today, right? I'll tell you what I've seen today. I've seen a manager of a championship side and a championship manager play to the strengths of his players and a system that suits his players. I watched Mikel Arteta play a system that doesn't suit his players. I see it all last season. I see him come into pre-season and he's still doing it. We didn't look like scoring today. We had so much possession, but we still the same things that were happening last season. And he's not changing his ways. He's not doing anything different. And I don't care about whatever you want. The whole club now is a total mess.
Facts.
It's a total mess.
Lee, some people will say that obviously not having Aubameyang and Lacazette would be unfair on Arteta to judge him on that performance.
Let's make excuses for him, shall we? Let's make more excuses for the man. Let's say it right. They haven't looked like scoring either, right? The reason they've not looked like scoring is because the way they're set up.
Yeah.
Yes? So it doesn't matter who comes in. You bring a new lot of players in today. We've all been crying out for Martinelli and Bellingham. Never looked like scoring, never looked like different. Why? Why? Are they crap players?
No.
Are they crap? No. So what is it then? I look at them today. I look at a team like them today, right? And it's like they've watched Arsenal. I'm going to say it now. Tony, up front for them today, totally bullied us. They played long balls into in the aerial thing, and they absolutely bullied every single defender we got. Tierney, rubbish today. Like, you know, he's entitled to a bad game, but bullied out of the game. The two central defenders bullied out of the game by a centre forward, and Chambers as well. You know, look at the goalkeeper. We know that he's not he's not top notch. We know that. He's a decent enough goalkeeper, but he's not top notch. Right? What has improved from this team last season to now?
That's a great question.
You tell me.
I haven't got the answers for that question, Lee. I'm going to be honest.
The
kits, like you said last week.
I said last week, the only thing that's changed, love and behold, they brought out another kit today. Yeah. And by the way, it's awful. You know what I mean? Like red socks with like blue shorts and all that, like just about sums up the club. Yeah. It's a shambles from start to finish.
Yeah.
Well, it is a shambles.
Yeah. We got
Chelsea. We can't even get the kit man, can't even get the right coordination on the kit. That is how bad it is now. Like, you know, it's laughable.
I know,
but everything's a joke. Everything's a joke.
Yeah, it's like Arteta didn't have the answers today. We had a lot of the possession, which we saw again in pre-season. We had a lot of the possession, but nothing got converted.
No, listen, Cecil, let's get it right.
Yeah.
He's been tactically by a championship manager of last season. This is a manager that's no good, right? If we lose to Chelsea, right, which is possibly we could happen, and we lose to Manchester City and we get knocked out against West Brom in a cup competition where the big boys are not in it, that's it for me, that's his lot. People saying he's got 9 games, people looking for excuses and all that. Look what you're seeing on the pitch.
Right, no.
I'm looking what I'm seeing on the pitch, week in, week out, nothing is improving. It's the same sort of thing. I'm watching a game, it's boring. We get to the final third and we then break down.
Yep.
First 10 minutes start off really well, but they had the better chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what happens. But I see that last week at Spurs. It's only pre-season. So those people now that come back and say it's only pre-season, what is it now? Well, I'll tell you what they're saying. Oh, the transfer window's not shut.
Yeah. Well, they also might say, Lee, as well, that the ball went out of play for their first goal. That might be that we saw that the ball wasn't. We might have thought, the ball was all not fully over the line. But would you say that's a fair enough excuse that the ball was out of play for their first goal?
I do think it was out of line, but that doesn't excuse the performance. They still would have. They still look like beating us. They still look the better side. And I'm watching that game today. I don't know how anybody feels about it, but as I'm watching that game, I don't know how you feel about it. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking they look. as much possession that we had, they looked more likely to score. They looked more dangerous to score against us, you know. I look at our team. When have we seen a centre forward bully a defence like that? Now, is that because we got bad defenders? No. But he just bullied us. He just bullied us and just into submission, you know what I mean? We've got too many youngsters out there. We've got too many youngsters out there, if I'll be honest. You know what I mean? Asking, listen.
You were happy to see them, though, before the game.
I was happy to see them there because I've seen what I'm seeing. I needed to say it today. This is a great point. I needed to see today the young, exciting players that I think are very good. But I've seen them being subdued. I don't see them they're playing within themselves, like they're not allowed to sort of express themselves. I've seen Aubameyang the same, you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you play Aubameyang on the left or Martinelli, they're still isolated, they're still like not doing nothing. So I look at it now and I say, right, it ain't the players, is it?
It's got to be. Do you think it's the manager?
100% it is. Not necessarily the manager's style of play, the system that they're playing does not work for the players. You know what I mean? You can see that, like, you know what I mean? And he continues to keep, persisting with it. And, you know, to win. You know, I feel sorry for the fans that have gone there today, like, you know what I mean? Like, paying for that. What have they actually paid to watch? What are they actually paid to see? When we go next week to the Emirates, what are we actually paying £90 to watch? Are we paying to watch a team go up to the final third and then break? I want to see a team properly managed. I want to see a team properly coached. I want to see us given a chance. At the end of the day, I've watched Arsenal teams that have lost games, but I'm going to tell you this now, I don't care what anybody says. When people turn around and say, well, wasn't you there in 94, 95? Yes, I was. I was there in a lot earlier with some team. This is the worst Arsenal team I have seen for a very, very long while. This is the worst manager I have seen for a very, very long while. And when people go, oh, don't blame the ball for spending and all that, I blame them for that. But ultimately, I blame them that because this manager is not going to get us to where we are. I'll tell you what, he'll get us top four, but it'll be in the Championship, not in that or the bottom four. That's the only four that we're going to head in towards at this moment in time. What I see there today, I don't see no improvement from last season. We need 4 or 5 players to get into the squad to get his style of play. Minimum. And we're not going to do that, Cecil. So what you've got to do then is coach and make a system that's going to suit players. You've got Aubameyang up there. You're telling me that Aubameyang, Lacazette and these players are not as good as the Brentford players? Of course they are. They didn't play today, but you know what I'm saying. They've got players there today that look really good players. Why? Because they're playing in a system that they're comfortable and what is best suited for them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're asking Granit Xhaka to press and press and press. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't press a shirt at my shop. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not going to employ him at my shop, am I? Like, because he's not a presser. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you can think it's funny, but that is the truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
You know what I mean? Get the people in that are going to do the job that you want them to do. And if you're not, change the system to suit those players. And he's not done it. He's not done it, Cecil. He's not done it this year. He's not done. I've seen 38 games where I can tell you this system doesn't work. Playing out at the back. How many times did we get out at the back today?
It was not maybe like 3. There was a lot of mistakes. Xhaka almost got caught out by it as well.
Exactly. 3 times in 90 minutes. But you carry on doing it, Mikel. You know, like I watched the game. Brentford, we know that they're going to chuck lots of balls in and all that, like, you know what I mean? So you've got to be prepared for that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the goalkeeper, like, pinned to the player, like. From a throw-in. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing, like, so ultimately, you're not going to score goals and then you're giving away goals as well. And that's what it is, like. But it's only pre-season. Oh, no, it's finished now. You know what I mean? Like,
it's only the first game of the season. We've still got a long season ahead, isn't that right, Lee?
We've got a long season ahead, like, I can tell you that now, and it ain't going to be a great... Like, listen, I come in here today, and I want to be positive about my football
we all
club.
do.
I want to support my football club. I really do. I haven't gone today because I'm fed up. I'm going to say it now, I'm going to swear on it. I'm fed up with the club taking the piss out of me. You know what I mean? By not doing just the basics of what a football club should do. I'm not asking Arsenal to win games of football. I'm asking, you're telling me to spend the most money at a ground. You're getting fans to spend on 3 new shirts every week and all that, like, you're asking fans to do their bit. All I'm asking for you is to get a coach in there that can manage my football club properly. I'll get players in there that are going to give it their all. And just the bare minimum of expectations of what I expect from a football club. I can't believe how low this football club has gone. And it's gone from the top down to the bottom. It's not being managed properly at the top. It's certainly not being managed right on the field. You can go like, and you can blame Arteta. Yes, you can. I blame the recruitment people because, again, they've had a job to do today. They've not done it. Their January recruitment was Odegaard and Matt Ryan. They're not at the club no more. So basically, the recruitment is failing every single time. Now, what you've got to ask yourselves now, and I'll tell you this, you've got 3 weeks or 2 weeks to do it. What is the ambition? What is the Arsenal Football Club want? What do you want? Tell me what you want. If you want to be like a team that just wants to buy shirts and things like that and sell shirts, go on a market stall and do that, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I want a team that wants to play and compete in football games. And like, losing to Brentford is not what Arsenal Football Club is about. And we'll say this, all credit to Brentford, because they played their game. Played their game. They played their system and deserved to beat us today. They outclassed us. Brentford, first game in the Premier League.
Can you believe you're saying this?
Well, it's just there to be true. You know what I mean? Like, Tottenham done it last week. You see all the signs there with Tottenham, right? But the excuses come, I took all the substitutions off. I didn't do this. Or it's pre-season. So no, there ain't no excuses today. There's not one excuse that you can lay at that. And I don't want him to come on and go, if it was Aubameyang or Lacazette, because last season you had them in there and you still finished 8th. So I don't want no excuses. Hold your hand up today, Mikel, and I think that, listen, I don't think he's going to last.